Hey everyone, my name is Tom Wingler and with me is David Rowland. Unfortunately, we had a hurricane hit the coast in Louisiana the other day and it's worked its way up to Chattanooga. David is without power and unable to join us by video. But David, if you want to say hello to everybody, that'd be great.
Thank you everyone for joining us. We're really excited to go over some target-based account marketing and sales tips today. So we're glad you can join us.
So we're going to be looking at LinkedIn and its bigger cousin, LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So a lot of people wonder, well, do I really want to pay A for LinkedIn? Yes, you do. And then B, do I want to jump up to that next level Sales Navigator? There's even two other levels beyond Sales Navigator. There's one called Sales Navigator Teams, but you have to have 10 paid accounts in order to get that. The Teams edition does open up the integration to your CRM system. That integration is actually controlled by LinkedIn, not your CRM. So as you might suspect, right? LinkedIn is looking to get you on more money so you can have an integration with your CRM system. But don't worry, we have a poor man's interface to take care of that as well. All right, so a lot of our accounts and people that we work with are after major accounts or contacts in companies that are very targeted. So today we're going to explore leads in Sales Navigator, and we're also going to explore accounts in Sales Navigator. We're going to be looking at the search and some of the cool things you can do with a Sales Navigator account. So once you have Sales Navigator, you'll see in the upper right corner from LinkedIn. So this is just my normal LinkedIn. And to complicate my life, I have two LinkedIn accounts. So this one is for a completely unrelated company called SocialBot that does technology for folks in automobile and power sports. So it's a marketing technology company. But when you have Sales Navigator in the upper right, you'll see this right here. Another place to get to Sales Navigator is down here on the left. It says go to Sales Navigator. And to complicate things even further, you'll have two inboxes, a Sales Navigator inbox and a LinkedIn inbox. But that's okay because what you get out of this is actually really pretty cool. So this is going to be your homepage. And Sales Navigator has little classes that you can take. And once you pass all those little classes, they mark you as an expert. So one thing that's nice is they'll say, hey, you're in the last week or so, the number of people that have viewed your profile, and then you can see these people is right here, and you can track your performance over time. Another thing that is interesting about LinkedIn in general is the idea of a social selling index. And so that is a number. Generally, we try to get people in the 60 to 80 range. And in this account, I'm actually at the 60 range. So we'll jump back and show you that in a minute. But once you've got Sales Navigator set up and kind of learning, highlights for you shows up. And it's going to pick out the best stuff from LinkedIn that LinkedIn, based on their algorithm, thinks you need to know. So here, Harley Davidson has been trending. Another one, Toyota Motor Corporation and iHeartMedia. So those are three accounts that I follow, and I can dive in and look at more information about these guys. Now, I've also set the system up so that it sends me news alerts about my accounts and about my leads. So every time one of my accounts does something of significance, it's going to show me that. And maybe there's something in this little feed here that's of interest to me. So if I wanted to look at Harley Davidson real quick, you can see we've got a better profile here. So it's going to say recent news. And as a target account marketing person or someone trying to break into targeting accounts, you can leverage this news as you perform direct outreach. So for example, this person was recently started a new position. Now it's kind of weird that she was there because she probably used to work for Harley Davidson. But when we go down here, we can take a look at the recommended leads. So in Sales Navigator, leads are people and accounts are the companies. But right here, I can add, if these people are somebody I might want to target, I can just add them to my map. And these are some people that I'm interested in meeting with at Harley-Davidson. It's also showing me who's in my tier 1 and tier 2 levels of LinkedIn. So how close I am to these folks. Now, if they're tier 1, they're a 3rd degree connection. So they're kind of far away. A tier 2 person is going to be a 2nd degree connection, right? So Natalie knows somebody that I know. And down here, it's going to tell me who those people are, Mike and Joseph. So if I wanted to get to Natalie, perhaps I can leverage my relationship with Mike or Joseph to figure that out. And then again, if I drill deeper, well, Joseph here, he and I are connected to 203 of the same people. Now, also, we don't have to go digging for this as deep as we do on LinkedIn, but in addition to this profile, off to the right, we've got a phone number, email address, website. So a little bit more information. And even this, that it's got his Facebook profile on there. Kind of crazy, right? Also, you can add notes right here inside of LinkedIn. Now, these don't carry over to your CRM, but this is a pretty good way to keep up with contacts. All right, so let's jump out here. And what I did is I created an account list earlier today. And there's a lot of cool things you can do from a search perspective. So I was looking for high growth software companies in Tennessee. And I did a search, and I'll show you what that search looked like. But it came back and said, hey, these are the companies that matched the profile that I was looking for. So every time I do this, they're added to my target account list. And here there are 25 accounts that met the criteria. If I wanted to look at Crystal Knows and find leads, this is going to take me to the people. So right here, it just took me to those people right there. So then if I wanted to target these folks right here, save as a lead, add to the map, and so on, right? Oh, I want to save them as a lead. Now for Crystal Knows, we're going to also be able to see how you go back and forth between LinkedIn and Sales Navigator. There's how we view them on LinkedIn. Or maybe I want to view more details. So there's quite a bit of information that's made available to us here. Now, if you're using a CRM, you can take this URL right here and copy that, and it'll drop it into a custom field, perhaps that you've created in your CRM. So in this case, we can also visit their website, Crystal Knows, and we're just going to hit copy. Let's just bounce out to HubSpot for fun. We're going to create a company record here. We're just going to pop in the company name. The company name pops in. We're going to create that record. And a lot of data, including their logo, comes in from HubSpot. So revenue, employees, description, money raised publicly, phone, address, all that good information, right? So that is really, really helpful information. And one other thing I might do here is I might make them a target account. And then I could take that LinkedIn field. Maybe I'm just going to paste it in this here for now. Oh, that's not the right one. Could grab that from Sales Navigator, pop it in right there, hit save. And that would take us directly right out to Sales Navigator and to that company profile. So now I can look in a little more deeply. But the big value here, what's going on new with this company? It's also even going to tell us, show me all employees, but who are the decision makers? I can even drill into these decision makers and say, show me everybody that is a 2nd degree connection. Show me everybody whose job function is business development. and it keeps narrowing that down. So the search tools are much better, much stronger inside of Sales Navigator. Now, if we hop back out and look at our list information, right? This is just a quick view that helps you keep up with your targeted account lists. And if we wanted to create a marketing list, we can look at our saved searches right here. So these are just different saved searches that I've done in the past. So if I wanted to look at leads in automotive manufacturing, or I said, show me everybody with automotive marketing in their LinkedIn profile, narrow it down to people in Canada and the US, choose those industries, and I'm looking for companies under 100 headcount. If I modify this, it changes. But that's going to show me the leads. So those are going to be the people that fit that category. If I look for accounts, software, spotlights, show me everybody with leadership changes in the last 3 months. Show me everybody that's had a funding event in the last 12 months. Show me people in the United States. Show me everybody in marketing, right here in advertising. And then I can even look for revenue, or another one that's cool, show me people that are growing in headcount, all up, or it's sales volume, if I've seen a significant increase in sales. If I like these accounts, I can hit save and I can add them to my list, whatever those are. So these are called custom lists. David, anything else that I'm neglecting to point out here?
No, I think you've done a great job focusing on what really matters with the advanced search capability that you get with Sales Navigator Pro.
Yeah, the search capabilities is really second to none here. And then again, just bouncing back and forth to LinkedIn. I know that seems confusing, but you'll find that you spend more time in one system versus the other. So for greater depth, you're probably in Sales Navigator, but to connect with people, you actually might do that in LinkedIn, good old fashioned LinkedIn. Now, one thing I also wanted to point out here, and this is really valuable if you're looking for growth companies, here we have the employee count over here, and you can see how that's trending over time. So these guys are decreasing in size a little bit. Over here, we can see where people are growing or shrinking. We can even look at new hires. So we can see that they had a spike in September of 2019 and things have really leveled off. And job openings, we can even look at for things like that. Another thing that I like about this, it's even going to say, hey, if you looked at this company, you might also like to check out this one. But looking at high growth companies, this right here is super valuable. There are other systems out there that'll tell you this, but this one is really, really good because you're probably already familiar with LinkedIn. So it follows the same premise and principles. And once again, same user interface, all those reports, people also viewed, and then here are those account alerts. Here's an article, and maybe you can reference that article when you reach out to these folks. So that is the tour of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And hopefully this will help you in your job and your role. One other thing I should point out is your social index. So if you go to LinkedIn and just right here, it's /sales/SSI. This will tell you how you're performing and what you can do to boost your social index. So it'll tell you how well you're doing and what you can do to improve your score. Now, all these social media sites are actually scoring you as you go along. They want to know that you're using their tool in the correct way. So they're trying to encourage you to be a good user of social media. And that's why sometimes you might even see where you're either locked out or you have to give if you're connecting with too many people that are a third degree connection that you don't know, or if you just try to randomly connect with people, you'll get kind of pinged for that. So you definitely don't want to do this. So really, you want to use Sales Navigator the right way, find out information to identify and connect with leads, track and view insights into your target accounts, and then grab that information, put it into your CRM, and really go to work. For a future demonstration, another thing that we should point out is there are a few other systems that we've been trialing. And what they do is they will automatically go out and connect with people in your target accounts. Now, these systems work with LinkedIn. They work even better when you use Sales Navigator. But what's neat about that is these systems will go out and send out that first connection request so that you have zero labor to do that. And on top of that, after someone connects, it'll send a follow-up message in a sequence of 2 or 3 emails to try to get that person to engage with you and perhaps even book a meeting. So it's a really nice tool to have. All right. Well, thanks so much for your time today. And I truly hope this helped you out. We're here to answer any questions, and we'll see you on the next demo. Thanks so much.